All right, it is far too late for us to be having dinner, so I'm going to do this really fast. I did potato soup, surprise, surprise, but this is potato soup, maybe unlike you've had before. We'll see. I will say it's maybe closer to like broccoli cheese soup. It has broccoli and it has carrots in it. It's got as many veggies as I can pack in for it to still be considered potato soup. And I'm going to be using my trusty immersion blender again. So this is definitely on my top recommended useful kitchen gadget. I did it in the Instapot to make it super fast. So this is my finished product here. So I'm just going to immersion blender this. I'm gonna shake it off some. Also, for most, I would say for most potato soup recipes, they're going to tell you to peel the potatoes. But I do not peel potatoes because, like most produce items, there are nutrients in the skins. It also is obviously throwing away food to peel all of them. And it also takes a lot more time. If you want it to be even thicker, what you can do is you can add some cornstarch. I ran out and I'm not going back to the store right now, so I'm gonna hope that this works. See, looky there, that's actually never happened. I think I told y'all I got this for $5 like 4 years ago, or no, less than $5 at a thrift store, so it might have done its time, guys. It looks like the little blade is coming out. So what you could do if you don't have one of these, fun fact, is you can use a potato masher. It just won't make it as creamy. So usually with the immersion blender, it like really purees it. Oh, you know what I can do actually? That improv, I'm gonna pour some in my Vitamix. Actually, you know, here, can y'all see it like this? Dun to them. It's gonna be really hot because this pot was really hot. That it is mostly potatoes, which I found a 5-pound bag of potatoes for $1.25. So of course I bought that for sure. So I only used about half the bag. So I had counted there's about 75 cents worth of potatoes in this soup right here, which is a pretty big that we're making. All right, so I'm not gonna put all of it in here because I do want some. I'm gonna put a little less than half, and actually a lot of my potatoes stayed in my pot, so I'm gonna scoop them in with a ladle. So yeah, if you don't have an immersion blender, you can do this. It just dirties more dishes and takes more time, but it will work for today. So I'm just gonna blend it up. This is basically giving it the creamy consistency that you really like in potato soup. I'm just gonna completely puree it all the way. So as you can see, there are bits of like the potato skin in there, but that to me is not a problem. My kids still eat it fine. My husband still eats it fine. Everything's good to go. So I'm gonna worry about washing that later. But that way you can see down in my pot, it looks a lot more creamy now. And again, you could puree the whole. Family really likes to have some chunks in our soup. So this that's in the pot here, the potatoes were only 75 cents. I had the onion, the garlic, the oil, the carrots, and all of that together was only $1.72 because our broth was free, guys, if y'all make chicken broth like I did in one of my earlier videos. So if you wanted to leave it just like this, it would be very delicious. If you want to add in to make it like the actual legit creamy potato soup, and you want to add in the dairy and you want to top it with cheese and sour cream, which is what a lot of my family will do, I kind of calculated that out, and it would be, then it would up it from $1.72, it would up it to $3.54. I did want to show you one more hack, and that is most of the time a lot of soups that I like to make, I really like to make what is it called, it's from Olive Garden, something Toscana. Anyways, it's basically like Italian sausage and kale and potato soup, but it's creamy. And there's other creamy recipes that I like to make, and they always call for either half and half or whipping cream. And I don't know about you, but I do not keep those around in my kitchen on a regular basis. And a little pint of organic whipping cream is, no joke, about $5. And I'm just not all about that. So what I found works just as well. And if you use organic milk and organic butter, it's going to come out to 69 cents a cup. And that is just milk and butter. And you melt the butter in the milk on a stovetop or in the microwave. And that is basically equivalent to half and half or whipping cream, because basically all it is you're just reuniting the cream from the milk. And I used whole milk, so it is going to make it even more creamy. So I'm just going to stir that around. This has salt and pepper and some oregano. Those are the only 3 spices in it. And then, as you saw earlier, it had the carrots and the broccoli. And then my little helper over here is shredding cheese, and we've got our sour cream. So again, altogether, if you want the dairy-free option, it's only $1.72, and that would feed for sure my whole family, plus probably maybe 1 or 2 other grown-ups. And if you want to be fancy and add all the add-ins of dairy and cheese and sour cream, it's only still going to come under $3.50. So you really can't beat that. So that was my cheap, super cheap potato recipe that still gets in those veggies, not as much as a lot of my other recipes that I typically make for my family. But the potato soup I ate growing up was just potatoes and dairy. So I wanted to at least add in some veggies. I think I put like 5 carrots and like half a pound or maybe a pound of broccoli or so. So, you know, add in those veggies where you can. If you wanted to eat it with you could serve it like a 3-course meal kind of thing, and serve a salad first and then have soup, and then, I don't know, top it off with a healthy dessert. Ooh, I should do a dessert one. Anyways, that is all. That's all I have for you guys. So I'm really glad that y'all are enjoying these. I'm really having a lot of fun in the kitchen. I've always known that I like to cook, but it's fun sharing it with other people. I always say I look like I must be an angel. No, I'm just kidding. The light is always shining in my face. I use Marco Polo sometimes, and if I have a window behind me, it always makes me glow. But anyways, that is what I have. So I hope y'all are having a great evening. I'm going to serve my kids and get them put to bed. So y'all have a good evening.